You're going to need a sulfate-free shampoo and a really hydrating conditioner for aftercare. You're going to need a toner. We have a bleach. This is Clairol Kaleidocolors. And then we have 10 volume developer and a 30 volume developer. I'm going to start mixing the bleach and the 30 volume developer in this bowl. I like it to be the consistency of pancake batter. So I'm going to make sure to protect her. I'm going to cover her skin. I'm also going to add a little towel just for extra insurance. It can never be too sure, too safe. So we're starting on virgin hair, and the one thing I know about coloring hair on someone's actual head, I'm used to coloring weaves and extensions. Hair on the head is different because the scalp generates a different level of heat. So I'm starting with the tips first, and then I'll be applying the bleach to the roots afterwards because I know that the roots will change color quicker than the ends, and that's what I know. I'm not a professional. And yeah, so we're just adding this to the tips, and I'm going all around, making sure that it's fully saturated. So I can see that it's starting to lighten up a little bit, it's starting to change, so I'm just going back in and just adding a little bit more, massaging it in. I don't know if that helps more, but this is my method, that's what I'm doing, so just adding a little bit more. And then I'm going to cover it with foil because I want to trap in the heat and try to accelerate the process. So here, this is about 20 minutes later, and you can see that the tips are starting to change and they're getting lighter. I'm just going to go in one last time, making sure that everything at the ends is fully saturated before I add the aluminum foil back on top for another 10 minutes. After another 10 minutes, I decided that it was time for me to start doing the roots because the ends were starting to change to a color that I really liked. So I'm applying it to the bleach all over her hair, to the roots, again on the ends, making sure that everything is completely saturated so that way we don't have any hot spots. And then I'm just going to put the foil back on so that this can process for another maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So I wanted to check, and I felt like it was doing good. I just wanted to go back in again, use the last of whatever bleach we had left, and just make a check to see that her hair was still doing good under. She still wanted to go blonder and blonder, so I was like, okay, just let me know if it starts tickling, then we're gonna rinse it out. But she said she was fine, so I just added the rest of the bleach, and we're just gonna hang out until it changes to a color that she likes and is comfortable for her scalp. So it's been another 15 minutes, and I think it's time just to rinse it out, just to feel safer this way. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out and shampoo. And I'm taking this Rita Hazan shampoo. It's a sulfate-free one, so it's not going to strip the hair of essential oils and things that you might need. You can see that her hair is a little orangey. I wish that we could have processed it a little bit longer, but I'm not sure. I didn't want to risk it and her end up just her hair falling out. So I figured we would do one process today and then come back in another week just to do another bleaching process. But I'm gonna go ahead and tone it just for the meantime. That way she can leave the house and she's not gonna look too crazy. So I'm taking the T18 Wella toner and I'm just gonna apply some of that with the 10 volume developer mixed together. And this will help to tone down some of the orange until we can get in another session of bleaching. And I'm making sure to really massage it in there. I don't want to miss any spots. I want to make sure that everything is evenly coated. So as you can see, it's turning purple, which is great because purple will help to cancel out some of that yellowiness. Mostly you would want blue for orange, but it's fine. Like I said, we're just trying to tone it down so that way it's wearable for the week. So this is with the toner out. It gives it more of a cool toned end, and then the roots were a little bit hot, but it was way better than the bright orange that we had. So we were willing to work with that, and I'm just adding some conditioner to her hair to revitalize it and to give it back some life and some moisture. And then I'm adding a shower cap just to trap in the heat and a towel to trap it in even further. And she's gonna sit with this for about 20 minutes, rinse it out, and then we'll get to our next bleaching session. So this is how her hair has been worn for about a week and a half. As you can see, it's not super hot and orangey. It's still kind of cool tone. So I'm going to start to apply the bleach. Mixed again, 30 Volume Developer, same bleach, and we're going to start adding this now to the roots, because since our ends have already been bleached, we don't really need to start there. We don't want to damage her hair completely. So I'm going to start working on the roots, and then as the roots start to develop, I'm going to start to add it to the ends, because she did want her ends to be more of a platinum blonde versus a yellow. Then I'm just going to cover this with a little bit of foil, so that way we can trap in the heat, it can process a little bit faster. And we're going to sit with this for about 20 minutes, and then I'll come in to check it. So the roots definitely changed. I'm going in just to make sure that I have everything completely covered. But it's looking good so far. There's no tingling, no burning or anything like that, so that's my main concern. I'm going to wrap this back up for another 10 to 15 minutes. Just to check on it again, because we really did want a very light level lift. Like, we wanted a really nice high blonde. So we went ahead and rinsed it out after another 10-15 minutes, and as you can see, it's still very warm with some lighter ends. So I'm gonna add some of this conditioner. It is super purple. I'm adding this to the roots just to get rid of some of those hot spots, but I'm making sure not to really get the ends, because the ends will turn purple, and that's not a joke. After we let it sit for about 10-15 minutes to tone, then we went ahead and rinsed it out, and she styled her hair into these figure waves, and they look beautiful. She looks amazing, and I love the little hint of iciness to it. So let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!